Hello, 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 and welcome to Rainbows Rising, where we ascend together. I'm Rainbow Raja, life coach and alternative medicine healer. So today we are going to be covering our first element to help you balance all 5 elements in your system. That's what we're covering this month. We are going to cover each and every element during these months, and we are going to give you a lot of different ways that you can connect with this element and bring those attributes into your life, into your body, to bring balance. So, first thing that I'm going to talk about today is the 5 elements and their differences. And then we're going to talk more about the earth element specifically so that you can understand how you can begin to bring that energy into your awareness. Okay? So we have 5 elements. We have earth, air, fire, water, and ether. Ether is commonly also referred to as spirit. With these 5 elements, we can find strength from each and every one. So if you are noticing in your life that your mind is wandering, that you have trouble focusing, you are imbalanced mentally and also physically, because if you're not able to bring that calm and peace into your physical body, you're also not balanced there. You're not balanced mentally where the focus is, and you're not balanced in your body. So you would want to bring some earth and air into your life so that you can balance those areas of your body. So we have earth, physical, air, mental, water, emotional, fire, which is your passion, your drive, your ambition, and you have spirit, which is your relationship to yourself and all that is. This month we're covering earth, so we're going to be talking about earth. Earth is an element that helps bring us stability. It brings us calm. It brings us mental clarity and focus. It brings us mindfulness, bringing us right into the present moment. It helps you articulate your ideas with clarity in a way that other people can receive them in the way that you intended. Earth is about home and hearth. Earth is about financial affluence, abundance, and security. It's about feeling secure in your environment, in your relationships, in your whole world. You may be thinking, oh, but that's so much that Earth does. Earth does all of that. When we think of our relationship with the Earth provides us a home. Without the floor, without the trees, without the lumber for our own homes, we would not be provided for. Earth brings security. It brings the very bare necessities we need to survive. It brings us food. Without the earth, there would be no crops. Without the earth, there would be no home. We wouldn't even have a planet to stand on. Earth is so important for feeling stable in your life. If you are feeling out of balance, if you are feeling a little resentful of your life, if you are feeling, oh my gosh, woe is me, you need to balance that earth energy within you. We are all so very blessed to have what we do have. And earth is the first place where we can really start to see that and feel that and embody that so that it can balance. We can start to really multiply that feeling in more areas of our lives. So how we can start to bring more earth into our awareness. You can do it with physical activities. We're going to cover those a little bit more later. With your diet. You can do it with specific healing practices like singing bowls and meditations. There are different ceremonies. There are different prayers. There are specific animals you can connect with if you are a shamanic practitioner and you do journeys. There are a lot of ways that you can start to incorporate your connection with Earth. And I would really encourage you to start playing with that as we explore this month. But for this episode, I would really love to bring you guys into a meditation. I have a singing bowl here. It is in the tone of C. The singing bowl is a C. And when we work with the tone C, you are activating your root chakra. Your root chakra is where we hold the most energy for Earth, our Earth energy. Your Earth energy is held in the root chakra because that is our security hub. It is also the place where we are always connected to the Earth. When you sit crisscross applesauce on the floor, you're connected with the Earth. It's the closest chakra to the soles of your feet. That's where we have contact constantly with the Earth. That's where you are sending energy, and that is also how you receive energy from the Earth. When we work with C, notice any sensations you begin to feel in your pelvis. Breathe deep into your pelvis. Feel it open up. Really feel your pelvis opening up. Give yourself permission to release any tension you feel here. Breathe deep into your pelvis. Pull that energy down, down, down into your lower abdomen, all the way down into your belly button. And just relax and release any tension there. Just let go. Let go of any energy you're holding there. Just let it drop. Drop into the Earth. Sometimes chanting can really open you up. Chanting that can really open you up down there. Matching the tone, reaching down deep. Notice any tension. Just breathe into those areas of tension. That's where you're holding emotions. That's where you're holding blockages. So just take a nice deep breath into that area. And relax it down. as the bowl slowly dies out, just take a moment and notice any changes in your legs, any changes in your hips, any changes in your stomach. I like to take one last deep breath and just kind of let it all out. I feel like that was a good way to become aware of the earth energy within us. Now, for those of you out there that have been doing this work, this healing work on yourself for some time, I'm sure you're familiar with like Kundalini awakening or grounding yourself. We have talked about grounding yourself in the show multiple times. These are important, earth openers to like start working with your earth energy and just kind of like opening up your lower chakras. So there's physical movements you can do, but starting to work with that breath work where you're really breathing deep down into your pelvic bowl, where you are opening up that energy with doing any kind of Kundalini work. You are pulling energy from the top of your head all the way down your chakra system. That's like down the middle of your body through the 7 different centers, all the way down to the tip of your tailbone. And you are wanting to like move that energy back up through your spine and back down. That's a lot of Kundalini work, right? But those are more advanced practices, and we're not really going to go much into that. But if you are an advanced worker, I encourage you to go ahead and try those if you haven't already. But just for those of us who are maybe like not so regular with our practices, or maybe you guys are new to the self-care, self-aware state, there are some really simple things you can do to balance that earth energy in you. When we are looking at creating stability and working with earth energy, we're talking about our physical body a lot. Like, our body is the closest you can get to the physical manifestation of earth. We are physically manifest. This is our physical body. Earth is all about physicality. So you want to make sure that when you are working with earth, that you are working with your diet, with physical exercise and movement. So when we're talking about diet in polarity therapy and Chinese and Eastern medicines, diet plays a very important role in balancing our earth energy. In polarity therapy, they talk about eating a lot of ground root vegetables, a lot of ground foods where it's like, the fruits that are just laying right on top of the ground, like watermelons and strawberries and blueberries. Like, you want to eat things that are like right on top of the earth, not in bushes, not in trees. You want to, stay very, very close to the earth. So when we're talking about the types of foods that are going to help you balance that earth energy, we're talking about root vegetables like potatoes, radishes, even like carrots, valerian root. Working with mushrooms is really good because that's such an earthy flavor. It's like mushrooms are always growing like right on the ground. Even eating things, having like dandelion tea or eating dandelions and incorporating some of that into your food can really help. We've got sweet potatoes, any kind of, I even believe celery is, because it's a stalk and it's very, very close to the ground. We've got squash. Those are really, really good, ground fruits or vegetables as well. But you really want to stick to foods that are either in the earth or right on top of it. And that is how you start to balance those earth energies. You want food that is primarily in the element that it is correlated with. So when we're working with like air, you're going to be working with wheat. You're going to be working with like fruits that are up in trees. When you work with fire, you're going to be working more with like actually cooked foods because you're working with the element of fire. You're cooking your food. You're eating your food with fire, right? When we're talking about water, we're talking about like things that need a lot of water to be sustained, or foods that are in the water, like fish. Fish live in the water. That's a good one. Seaweed. Even something with a lot of water content, watermelon. I mean, I know we have a little bit of water. We talked about watermelon being an earth vegetable, but it can also be a water vegetable because of the level of water content that is in it. So looking really at where your food is living, you can see what kind of element that it is corresponding with. So if it's in the air, it's obviously an air food. And in regards to spirit, I really don't have a lot of practices that correlate food with spirit. So we have different things for that. We'll get into that later. That would be more like mindful eating and like being really, really mindful with how you're eating your food and filling your food with intention. It's more of adding spirit to your food. So doing an actual practice like prayer before eating, that's how you would start to incorporate spirit. But we'll get into that a couple months down the road here. So other physical ways that you can start to balance earth is you can begin to incorporate Pilates or yoga or Qigong, Tai Chi, or martial arts, even just taking a nature walk. Those are all great ways to physically connect with earth energy. You are moving your body through our environment. You're moving your body on the earth. With yoga and Pilates and Qigong, you are moving earth energy through you. And a lot of times you're having to do positions where you are very much like bringing earth into you, like with down dog, you're putting your hands and feet on the floor. Or with Qigong, you do a lot of movement where you are drawing energy in and releasing out. So these more focused and mindful activities where you are very present in your body is going to bring a lot of earth energy into your awareness. What does earth symbolize in ourselves? Let's really think about what earth means to us. Like, what do we think about and feel in our bodies when we think about the earth? For me, I think of stability and fortitude and strength. I think of consistency, reliability, abundance, security, a sense of home, belonging, physical wellness, wholeness, and interconnectivity. The reason I feel that these qualities most resonate with earth is because like stability comes from like the fact that earth is always supporting us. It is always holding us up. Fortitude. The earth is so strong. It has withstood earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and meteor showers, and look at all the destruction humans put on earth, and yet earth just keeps going. It just keeps on keeping on. It is strong and it is fortified. It provides us with all these minerals, and all the pretty much everything that we make comes from our earth. Everything that we own, like physical matter, is all from earth. I see earth as a sense of strength. There has been so much that has happened on our planet, even before humans existed. and it just sustains that life. It sustains that life. And even when life seems to be wiped out, it continues. It goes through those hard times and it finds a way to thrive nonetheless. It's reliable. We can always rely on the sun to come up, the birds to sing, the trees to grow, them to drop their fruit, the harvest to eventually be harvested. The earth is reliable. It has its seasons. It has its weather. It has patterns. It provides us with abundance. All of our food, all of our material, all of the stuff that we create art with, and we create our homes and our buildings and our all the crap we buy on Amazon. All of it comes from our earth. The earth gives us security. We don't have to worry about jumping other planets. We know there's always a home for us. You know, even homelessness, right? You still are out there in nature. You're in the trees, you've got a tent. You are still provided a place to live because of the earth. I know when I am most at home with earth energy, I feel at home, not just in my environment, but in myself. I feel stable as a person. I feel secure as a person. I feel strong in my own being. I have a sense of belonging, a sense of community, a sense of tribe, of connecting with the trees, of connecting with the birds, of connecting with the earth. That I know I'm a part of everything, that I'm not above the chain of command, that I am an integral part of life and the balance and pattern that is life. The interconnectivity that is life. These are all things that I feel are strong attributes that when we are in balance with earth, our life can take on these qualities. We connect with these qualities in a deeper way. And that can create more balance depending on what we are working towards and where we are really struggling. These are the forces that earth can lead us through difficulty with. So when you are balancing earth in your life, it can really help to create a visual reminder of the qualities that earth brings us. You can either create an area in your home to connect to the element for a daily reminder, or you can place a diagram on the wall or a picture, maybe a picture of a mountain or trees, a forest, just something that reminds you of the strength, the nurturing, the protection that earth brings. Now, if you really want to take this practice a step further, place this area of your home, you can call this an altar or a vision board, whatever it is, place it in the north end of your home. Placing the space in the north or on the north facing wall will actually open you up to the stronger energies of earth. The north is the direction that is most commonly associated with earth. That does change from belief system to belief system. So if your belief system believes that north is, a different element, please follow your belief system and do what you need to do. For me, north is always earth. That is how I do all of my calling in of circles. If I do ceremonies, that's just what I have always connected with. So it is personal for everyone. Please do what best resonates for you. So when you are decorating this space, you may decorate it with leaves or pine cones or crystals or stones. You could get sticks or dried fruit, anything that can bring more earth into your space. You want to choose objects that are natural, that came from nature. Don't pick crystals that have been that have been, processed and shined and shaped. You want to pick raw minerals and place them in this space as a physical reminder, but also because it's going to bring more earth energy into your environment, into your space. These are naturally occurring earth energies that will begin to tune your space, your home, your bedroom, your environment with this grounding, stabilizing energy that is our earth. So make sure that when you are doing this practice, you are really thinking about the qualities that you want to incorporate. We talked about stability and fortitude and strength and consistency, reliability, abundance, etc., right? You want to think about what qualities you want to bring into your life. Maybe you want to bring more strength. So you are not going to be picking a leaf. You might want to pick a picture of a mountain, a rock, a really strong feeling rock. You might want to create this environment, with metals, the strength of metals. Maybe you want to really incorporate more, like really position it in front of a tree or draw a picture of a big, beautiful, strong tree. But you want to incorporate these elements that are reminding you of the qualities you want. Acorns are really, really great for abundance. Maybe for security, leaves are good for security because when you are building a home, if you were in nature, you'd want to use leaves as kind of the top, the roof, that creates a nice little protection. When you are outside in the rain, you go to a tree, what is really protecting you from the rain? It is the leaves, right? So you are thinking about the qualities of nature that are relating to the qualities you want to bring more into your life, and you are going to add those elements to this area, this visual reminder of earth in your home, in your space. Using this symbolism in our direct environment will work with our psyche. It's going to remind us of more of who we wish to become. Energetically, the subtle frequencies of these objects are going to begin to permeate our space and to fill us up with that same energy and that frequency. The longer that you work with these elements, the more you will attune yourself to that energy or that frequency. Now that you have brought this earth energy into your space, you want to examine the areas of your life where you might be out of balance with earth. Now, we already did that with choosing what we're putting into this space. But on a deeper level, you're going to want to really examine, are these mental areas? Are these physical areas? Are these health-related areas? Is this a self-image thing? Is this a determination-based thing? Understanding what area of your life isn't in balance with earth will also give you an idea of where you should be applying this earth medicine. So a lot of earth medicines are like wild crafting, different types of physical movement, your diet, using the earth produce for medicine, using earth medicine, right? Using different herbal medicines, aromatherapy, but it really depends on what we're treating. Not everything is going to apply. You really want to be specific about what exactly you are struggling with. So if it's financial security, you're probably not going to see a lot of financial abundance coming from just, eating more potatoes. Maybe, but that's more of creating a physical stability in yourself. So if you're not feeling physically stable with your identity, eat more potatoes because you're affecting your physical body. Doing something with like financial security or home security, you would want to do something more along the lines of creating an environment, using feng shui to create an environment more in alignment with earth, or doing something with your physical body, walking, moving your body, doing intentional movements or creating intentional sound work, chanting, affirmation, something that is putting out energy, not taking in energy. So you want to be very specific about what you are trying to bring into your life. So we will be covering the specific practices of that later on in this month. But for now, I'll give you some examples just to get you started. Are you feeling self-conscious or weak, maybe fearful or insecure? You can really boost your confidence with using earth tones in your clothing choices, your makeup, or even like for men, if you are driving your car, you can assemble some more earthy toned things in your car, car seats or whatnot. Using browns, tans, and greens to connect with that grounded and heart opening energies of earth, you're going to not only just be surrounded by these new colors, but you are going to be emanating them, projecting them out into the world. So you will be observing yourself in those colors, feeling more grounded and more open in your heart if you're wearing green. And then you're also going to be perceived more grounded and more heart opened. So you might be perceived as more kind or more receiving. That's really good in working in like a business type relationship as well. So you can use color therapy applied to specific areas of your home or your work environment to increase that type of projection of yourself and the self-esteem into those environments and into those relationships that are interacting in those environments. Maybe if you are dealing with feeling less reliable, less consistent, less stable, like with your routine, right? That is when you're going to want to be taking in these earth energies internally. Focus on your diet, your physical body. You want to eat more root vegetables. You're going to want to eat more ground fruits like strawberries or, any kind of fruit or vegetable that is growing on the ground. Even any kind of bean that is coming like off the ground. We got squash. You could do zucchini, cucumber, blackberry might even work. That one's a little iffy because blackberries can kind of grow up as well. But you want to stick to like potatoes, yams, radishes, valerian root. You want to stick with ginger root and the mushrooms. Mushrooms are a great earth vegetable to have as well. You really want to stick to those ground earthy flavors and incorporate those more into your diet. Try and have more beans, more earthy tones being incorporated into your diet. When you do that, you're taking in that earth energy into your physical body. And when you are doing that consistently, your physical body can now be consistent. It can now produce reliability because you are reliably feeding yourself that grounded earth energy. You also want to make sure that you're doing like nature walks and that you are doing physical activities that are really consistent. Yoga is a really good one. Maybe some qigong. Tai Chi is a gentle one. You want to use these energies where you're just pulling in and moving with consistency, reliability, something that you are doing daily. And you create this rhythm for your body and you will start to produce that outside. But the reason that it's going to work the best is because you're working with those earth energies as well. So these are some basic ways to incorporate earth without changing much of your current lifestyle. You're not doing any extensive practices. You're not really doing much like, meditations. You're not having to do full rituals. This is like, if you're looking to just start to bring some of the earth energy back into your life, balance out that earth energy, start to feel more grounded and more centered in your world. These are some really gentle things that I really encourage you guys to try over the next week until we get into maybe a little bit more advanced techniques next week. So let's see how you guys incorporate some of those earth elements. Please share some of your ideas and some things that you were inspired to try this week. Using your intuition, you can really tune into what areas of your life need that earth balance. Use your intuition, sit down, really meditate on how you can bring more of that earth energy into your being. When we listen to our own inner knowing and our own intuition, we are allowing that element to speak through us. You're allowing that element to really integrate and to entwine into you. And that is seriously the best thing you can possibly do to work with an element, is to be present with it and to listen to it and to be one with it and allow it to speak to you. I can give you a bunch of different examples, but if you're not really listening to your own internal intuition, then you're not connecting fully to that element. We're just starting some practices to help you connect so that you can hear it more clearly. All right. Well, that's it for this week. I really appreciate you joining me. I hope that you are inspired and that you try some of these things. And I would really love to hear what you guys try. If you get any new ideas, like go ahead and go on Instagram, post your thing and just tag me at Rainbow Raja. Tag me in the practices you're trying. It doesn't have to be anything big. Maybe you want to show me your little visual inspiration board. Maybe you want to share the different practices you're doing. I would be so happy to see it. And I really hope you guys take the time and just let me know what you're up to and how you are incorporating these practices into your week. I look forward to next week, where we're going to be talking more in depth about the different cultures and how earth element are perceived through these different cultures, and the different, 5 or 6 different practices that you can use from different cultures that are going to really enhance your connection with the earth element. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.
Are you ready to ascend to the next level? This is Rainbow Raja, your spirit guide calling. Please be sure to keep all arms and legs inside your vessel at all times. I'm just here to remind you to take some time today. Support Rainbow's Rising podcast. Go. Join the Discord community. Check out the Patreon. Get some stickers, custom tarot cards. Check out the merch. The merch. You know you want to. Go connect with Rainbow Raja. Maybe even get a session. Who knows? Your support helps make this show possible. And she loves to support you. Help support her too. Once again, this is Rainbow Raja, your spirit guide, guiding you to your ascension.